The Jets get their first win of the preseason, 12-7 here at MetLife Stadium. And while the win has no bearing on the team's regular season record, it was still nice to see the Jets come out firing.
Yeah, they certainly did. On that first possession, that defensive line got after Mike Glennon. Bryce Huff had a sack. You saw Carl Lawson. He only had 3 snaps in all, but 2 pressures right away. And then the offense got the football, and they marched down the field, culminating that possession with a field goal. In fact, Zach Wilson had 2 series in all, but the Jets moved into plus territory on both of those.
Well, speaking of Zach Wilson, he seemed cool, calm, and collected. Quick release. You saw the velocity at times, even though the Jets turned to a heavy dose of the ground game.
Yeah, they did. Mike LaFleur said the Jets are going to lean on the ground game this year. And in fact, in the first quarter, they had 11 carries for 48 yards. That's 4.4 yards per carry, and they were in contributions from a lot of people. But you mentioned Zach Wilson, very calm back there in the pocket, accurate with short and intermediate throws. He completed 6 of 9 in that opening few drives for 63 yards. All in all, a good start for Zach Wilson.
Look, we know the Jets are a young team, but a number of the young players also made key plays Saturday night, including 2 second-year players, Denzel Mims and LaMichael Pirine.
Well, Mims had an unbelievable effort on a 3rd and 18 play when he picked up 20 yards. He also had a catch later in that second half. LaMichael Pirine was not to be denied from 4 yards out. He got into the end zone. On the other side of the ball, how about Bryce Huff? He was in the backfield. He had a couple sacks. Jonathan Marshall, an athletic freak from Arkansas, he popped on the radar. And then Hamza Nasruddin, who's running with the ones right now at the linebacker position, prevented a touchdown, forcing a fumble, and then he comes back later on special teams and gets a stop himself. You got a lot of contributions, and you had an opportunity to have a ton of evaluations here in preseason game 1.
2 other shout-outs, Vincent Smith on special teams, Brandon Eccles with a beautiful pass deflection. The Jets are 1-0 in the preseason. They head to Green Bay next week for their 2nd preseason game and joint practices against the Packers.